Emily, welcome to my channel. Here with me today is Miss Penelope. She is a pastel Mojave ball python. In today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all a tour of each of my snakes' enclosures. This is going to be a general video, not really a how-to video. I just want to show y'all what each of my enclosures look like for all of my snakes. I am planning on doing a video where I show how I set up each enclosure for each species of snake that I own. But for this video, again, I just wanted to do a general overview, just showing you what they look like and why I kind of have things the way I do. So without further ado, let's get started. This is Sabor's enclosure. Sabor is my subadult Brazilian rainbow boa. I recently did a video showing how I set up this enclosure, so if you haven't seen it yet and you would like to, I will link it down below. But over here I have a warm hide because right above I have a radiant heat panel hooked up, and then just some branches for him to climb over, of course, because they like to climb. A nice big water dish for him to soak in, but don't worry, I need to fill that up. And then a cool hide right over here. And then I like my cork bark tunnels, so I have one over here and one over here. This is Alistar's bin. He is my normal boa constrictor and purator. This is a 200 quart tub, just like Lumos's. So looking at Alistar's tub, I actually only have one hide for him, and that's his warm hide, just so he has a nice and safe place for him to digest his meals. I tried putting other hides in his enclosure, but it just never worked out. He never used them. So instead, I replaced all those hides with pieces of cork bark. So over here, I have a classic tunnel cork bark thing where I just rested a piece of cork bark against the tub. And then I have this nice climbing branch here, which he likes to perch on and under and inside of, you know, all over it. He loves that thing. Another nice piece of cork bark laying right here. And then just one more cork bark over here that he likes to come out and perch on. And then I'm just housing him on Reptichip like Lumos. This right here is Honey's bin. It is a 105 quart tub. So looking into her enclosure, I have a warm hide and a cool hide. Of course, plants scattered throughout to provide fun textures. And then a pieces of cork bark to, again, just add a different texture for her to climb over. I do have this one cork bark piece right there that kind of acts as another type of hide, but something she can climb over or under if she wants. The substrate that you see here is hemp substrate. It is something that I am trying out. I'm still kind of seeing how I'm liking it. That she is going through her first shed with the hemp substrate. So once she sheds, I'll have a better idea of how she's liking it, and I'll be able to do a better review video. As you can see, I have the water dish placed on top. I like doing this because it doesn't take away from the floor space, so she still gets that room to, you know, slither all over at night and explore. Here we have Lumos' setup. He's in a 200 quart tub. So looking at his enclosure, so over here I have a tunnel, then a climbing branch, a piece of cork bark that's laying down flat, cool hide over here, warm hide over here, and then underneath here I additionally have another hide, and then a piece of cork bark that's just leaning up against the tub over here that can provide something for him to climb under and over and just kind of, you know, for fun. And of course, a large ceramic water dish. Here we have Atlas's enclosure. This is a 4x2 by 18 inch Reptizoo that I purchased off Amazon. So over here I have his cool side that we just have a nice log, pieces of branches, some plants for him to climb under, then a piece of cork bark back there, which provides a nice little tunnel for him to climb up and over, a little middle hide, water dish that I need to refill, and then over here I have his warm hide with another climbing branch. His warm hide is buried, but it is in there, I promise. So for heat, I actually have a heat pad that's on 24/7, and then a ceramic heat emitter that comes from above. And then on this side of the enclosure, I have hemp substrate. Over here, I have aspen substrate. Here we have Nala's setup. She's my bamboo paradox, an almost adult ball python. Right now I'm housing her in a 56 quart tub. Ideally, I would like to move her to a 44 gallon bin like Zazu and Houdini. That will be happening in the near future, so stay tuned for that upgrade video. But as you can see, I have a warm hide and a cool hide over here. And then I have plants scattered around the enclosure just to provide something different for her to climb over. And then a big old water dish in the middle that is large enough to soak in. I am housing her on reptichip substrate like most of the other ball pythons. Here we have Zazu set up. Zazu is my yellow-bellied pied adult male ball python. I am housing him in a 44 gallon bin. I have his warm hide over here, then a cool hide over there, which you can see him poking his cute little snoot right there. I have plants scattered throughout the enclosure for some fun textures, of course. Then a piece of cork bark right here that provides a nice little tunnel. And then of course over here, more plants. And then just another piece of cork bark resting up against the tub. And then this is also reptichip that I have him on. Here we have Jasper set up. He's a banana mojave adult male ball python. This is a 40 quart tub. He's kind of on the shyer side, also a finicky eater, so I found that it kind of just works best to have him in something smaller. I have a large hidey box that is his warm hide, and then a piece of cork bark he can come out and lay on top of, or if he wants he can lay under and it kind of acts as a cool hide for him. Then of course I have a large ceramic water dish, some plants to provide some extra coverage and textures. Right now I have him on paper towel. I ideally would like to move him to reptichip like the rest of the ball pythons, but it's just easier to monitor him with the paper towel over a substrate. Here we have Penelope set up. She is my pastel Mojave fader subadult ball python. I am currently housing her in a 110 quart tub. Looking a little closer, I have these pieces of cork bark over here. One to hold this stick in place and keep it from rolling around. And then this little piece of cork bark that kind of provides a little ramp for her to come out and crawl over or hide underneath. Of course, I have her warm hide and her cool hide. And then some plants. I also put her water bowl on top, just like Honey's, to provide that extra floor space for her to explore over. So yeah, this is Penelope setup. Over here is Houdini's enclosure. He is an adult male yellow-bellied pied ball python, just like Zazu. He is actually Zazu's legit clutch brother. I also have him housed in a 44 gallon bin. This is the bin size that I want to upgrade Nala into just because I love them so much and I think they provide a really nice amount of space for the snakes to explore and stretch out. So over here I have a warm hide, a piece of cork bark laying nicely over it just so he can climb under it, some plants scattered throughout of course, two pieces of cork bark laying up right here, again to climb over or under, and then I have him housed on reptichip like the other snakes. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more snake videos like this in the future. Again, I will be doing individual videos showing you how I set up an enclosure for each species of snake that I own. So if you're interested in a video like that, subscribe so you don't miss out. For daily snake content and photos, you can check out my Instagram. Other than that, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!